Welcome to the Transformational Soul Show with your host, Ruth Soltman. Are you ready to experience more stability in your life? You can change your life and be who you are meant to be, your authentic self.
Well, hello and welcome to the Transformational Soul. My name is Ruth Soltman and I'm really happy that you're here with me tonight. This show is streaming live right now on YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, and Twitter. So thank you so much for joining in. I thank you also if you watch the replay later on. Please hit the like or the thumbs up button. Please share and retweet, repost. I greatly appreciate that. And please say hello if you are here watching and listening, because I would love to hear from you. Please check out my website, ruthsoltman.com, for information on all of my books, oracle cards, and services. Let's say hello to a few people. Hello, Robert. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for your super sticker. I greatly appreciate that. And hello, Richard. Nice to see you here. Veronica, hello. Hello, Sarah. Kim Smith, hello. Okay, Kim, that's very kind of you. A message for Linnell. And we will get to messages in a little bit. Hello, Joyce. Anita, hello. I'm so happy you can all be here this evening. Goldylocks Productions has a group on Telegram. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of really awesome information that gets posted there. So you might want to check that out and, join the group. It's real simple to set up an account. And you can make your account private so you won't be getting a bunch of messages from strangers, and you can just join the group. And also, Goldylocks Productions has an online store, and you can get some great merchandise. They have lots of different shirts and coffee mugs, just like a ton of different things. And we got some really awesome designs. So I hope you guys will check those out too. And also, if you haven't heard about the Goldylocks Oracle cards, Energize, you are missing out. You want to go and check those out because they are amazing. And all of us show hosts have used them on our shows. And there's a direct link to order them, and they'll be shipped directly to you. And they are really beautiful cards. And let's see. See if I have the one with the name on it. Nope, I guess I don't have it. Oh, there it is. Energize. And that's what they look like. And they're absolutely beautiful. Hello, Destiny. Nice to see you here. And let's see. I'm going to write down Linnell's name real quick. Robert. Okay. And you can also become a Goldylocks Productions VIP. There are different membership levels depending on, and there's different perks for each level. So there's also a special VIP show twice a month. Hello, Wellness Mary. Nice to see you here. If you guys didn't catch her show earlier today, Beautiful Essence, please check that out. Her show was amazing as always. Mary's really, really awesome. There's also a special VIP show twice a month, and you can join the Goldylocks. You can become a VIP through Patreon or through YouTube, and then you'll be notified for the special show. It's not something that is available for the public to view. It's just special for the VIPs. So please join us this Saturday for the Spiritual Message Circle at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm very excited about that. I'm really looking forward to it. We have a panel of show hosts, and for a donation of $20 or more, you can get a message from each one of us that are on there that night. So it's a lot of fun. And even if you don't want to purchase a message that night, just come and check it out. Just listen to some of the messages, because I guarantee you, you will hear something that you need to hear. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, thank you so much, Destiny. I appreciate that. Now, it's not required, but if you would like to give a tip or donation, you can do that on my Venmo, Super Chat or Super Sticker on YouTube, or Rumble Rant on Rumble. If you make a donation of $5 or more, you'll move to the front of the line and get a little bit longer message. Thank you to all of you that show your support by liking and sharing my show and my posts and all the information. I am very grateful for you. And I want to wish a very happy birthday to Linnell, who is celebrating her birthday today, and to everyone else that's celebrating a birthday this week. Enjoy your special day. Birthdays are all about you. And also, let's send out some love, light, and healing to all who are in need, to everyone that is in need. So how is everybody doing out there? Yesterday was the peak of the Lionsgate portal. And we're going to continue to feel this energy for several more days. So tap into it. Let it assist you in healing. Feel this powerful new energy coming in as you release and let go of the old stuff. You might be feeling uneasy. You may be having headaches, exhaustion, dizziness, and so on. I have had the headaches, the exhaustion, the dizziness, and so on. I've been experiencing that quite a bit, excuse me, this week. Now, when I woke up with the headache, I believe it was on Monday, and my head was just pounding. And I drank some lemon water. And I don't know, Tiffany had talked about this in one of her shows, and I don't know how it does it or, anything, but it works for a headache. Now, this time my headache was pretty bad, so I had to drink 2 glasses, but it did the trick. And then I've been reading also that lemon water is really good for detoxing your liver. So it's a win-win situation, right? Cleaning that out as well. So, if you're feeling some of these symptoms, then, see what you can do to help alleviate them. And just remember that it's temporary and it's going to pass. Just get more rest, stay hydrated, spend more time in nature. You need to sit with those wonderful vibes of the outdoors. Listen to the birds, smell the flowers, feel the sun, the warmth of the sun on you. Listen, watch the breeze as it's blowing the trees and everything. It's very calming, it's very relaxing, it's very refreshing, and it's very rejuvenating. So that will really help a lot. And show yourself some extra love and care right now, because you really need it. Joyce said, today was intense, feeling all of the above, taking my black garlic. Feeling, oh, that's awesome, Joyce. And have you noticed a difference? Does that help? I'm not real familiar with what black garlic does, but I have heard about it a little bit. So I have a question for you guys this week. What part of your journey, your spiritual journey, is the most challenging for you? So is it letting go of the past? Is it loving yourself unconditionally? Is it trusting your intuition 100%? What is it for you? What is the most challenging part for you? And please, if you're willing, please share your answers in the comments. Oh, good. It is helping, Joyce. That's awesome. So please share your answers in the comments if you would. Because a lot of our journey, is challenging. Sometimes, we work really hard to move forward in life, but we just can't let go of issues from the past. And that holds us back. It's for whatever reason, we hang on to it. Sometimes we have a very hard time loving ourselves unconditionally, and that's going to hold us back a little bit. And we have to learn to trust our intuition 100%, not 99%, but 100. Because when we do, so much more information comes to us. So many more things that we're going to, so much more knowledge, so much more information. And we have to be able to trust that, right? Joyce said the past, but getting better at living in the moment. That's awesome. That is awesome. I just saw something today that said the past doesn't exist and the future doesn't exist. The only thing we have is the moment right now. And really, that's true. I mean, the past is just a memory, and the future is just kind of like a fantasy, or, whatever you would call that, a vision maybe, or whatever. But all we really do have is right now. A lot of times we set expectations for ourselves, and then we get upset or we get distraught when we don't meet our own expectations, right? That does not mean we have failed. Everything, and I mean everything happens in divine timing. So, so you have to keep that in mind. Sarah said, I would have to say that mine has been giving myself that unconditional love like I so freely give others. Yes, I understand that. I totally understand that. It's easy to love other people, and it's so much more difficult for most of us, not all, but for most of us, to have that same kind of love, kindness, compassion for ourselves. Now, sometimes it's because of the way we were raised, not that we were raised not to love ourselves, but it's something we were never taught, self-love. We were never taught that we need to fill ourselves first before we have anything to give to anyone else. But we're starting to learn that now. And so going forward, future generations are going to know this. So you can't compare yourself, your goals, or your journey to anybody else's. It's unique to only you. And do not worry about what other people think of you. And that can be a difficult one for a lot of people. But you have to remember that their view of you, and maybe something you do, or, some certain way that you are, their view is jaded because they see things through their perspective of their own journey, their own experiences, what they have or haven't done, and where they are at in their life. And that has absolutely nothing to do with you. So don't take on that energy because it's going to create roadblocks on your path. Sarah said, also forgiving myself for past mistakes. That is a word. I feel like they were not mistakes, but they were lessons or learning experiences. Because think about that. Something you did, and then later on you thought, well, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Did you learn something from that? Well, hopefully you did, because otherwise that lesson is going to come around again. But another way to look at it, if someone you knew did the thing that you're trying to forgive yourself for, could you forgive them for that? Of course you could. So you have to give yourself that same kind of love and compassion. Know that wherever you are is exactly where you are supposed to be. Don't let anyone tell you differently, because we all progress at our own speed. Sometimes we take baby steps. Other times we take giant leaps. And sometimes we learn our lessons quickly. Other times it seems like it takes us forever. Don't get discouraged. As long as we continue to go forward, we're making progress and it's all good. Now, when you're presented with an issue or a situation, don't just look at it from your viewpoint, because obviously that's going to be jaded too. It's compromised by your experiences and your journey. So instead, try to see the situation from a different perspective. Look at it from an outsider's view. You will get a clearer picture that way. You'll see it in a way that you cannot see it when you are in the middle of the situation. And know that everything that happens in your life really is for your best and highest good. Now, I know, and you know, it may not seem like it when it's happening, but it is giving you an opportunity for healing and growth. So try to see the lesson early on. This will help you to heal it, deal with it, and let it go. It's never fun when we don't get it the first time, and the universe sends it back around again and again and again, a little bit stronger and more intense each time, and a more challenging situation each time. So acknowledge that there is a lesson in every experience. Look for it. Look for it. Identify it. And okay. And that's going to help you to learn the lesson sooner and be able to move on from it. And why is that important? Because we don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over and over. Because that's just, we need to try to learn that lesson the first time around. But, our journey is not a straight line. It's a spiral. So we're going to keep going round and round and round. And we're going to circle back to something that we haven't healed. And another thing to keep in mind too, as you are progressing on your path, go back to things that maybe tools that you used in the beginning of your journey. Like for me, the Neil Donald Walsh book, Conversations with God, Book 1. To go back and read that now, I get a much deeper understanding of things. It hits me on a totally deeper level because of the work that I've done. And the same is true for you. So we can keep using these tools again and again and again. And each time we're going to be getting a deeper understanding, a deeper meaning, and it's going to help us heal even more. So just keep that in mind. I've done that with several different things that I've had, whether it was books or different things, maybe articles that I've had, and or movies too. Once you start healing and you raise your vibration, you're going to experience things at a different level than you did before. So that can still be, a wonderful learning tool to keep, to revisit some of those things. Joyce says she is getting better at living in the moment. That's really awesome. Stepping stones. Yep. Linnell's. Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, Linnell, holding your grandbaby is great energy any day. That great birthday energy for you. That is awesome. So I am excited that I have some new cards I'm going to use today. They are called Healing Energy Oracle. And we'll be doing that, in a little bit. But just know that, okay, so sometimes we see people, let's say in the media, like say, for example, celebrities. And we're like, oh, we admire them, or we think, wow, I would like to be like that. A lot of the things that we see are not reality at all, but they are portrayed as reality. You just have to be able to discern what is and what isn't. And for younger people, that can be very difficult, right? Because especially like teenagers, they're looking for something to look up to, something they want to emulate. And there's not a lot of stuff out there that is very positive in that perspective. Um, and it's really sad. It's really sad when you look at like the celebrities and the sports people and stuff that get paid buku bucks, but the people that affect your children on a daily basis, like teachers or police. Well, hopefully the police don't, on a daily basis, but you know what I'm saying. Um, and then you think about what they get paid. This is all society is putting such a high value on the immaterial things, I guess you could say, the things that um, not sure exactly how to word it, but the things that are really not so real and valid. I remember when I was a kid, and being very like starstruck, and you're like, oh wow, so excited to see a celebrity. And nowadays it's like very, very different. But back in the olden days, there was a lot of good people for younger people to look up to. We need more of that now. We need more role models for our children. A lot of children don't get good role models at home. So what do? They go on their phones. They go on the internet. And what they see out there is what they think is reality. And it's what they, strive to be. So we need to start being really good role models for the children in our lives, the people in our lives. Doesn't have to be just kids. But there's a lot of things like that we really don't even think about like on a daily basis. I'm very concerned with like some of the things my grandchildren see. When I was a parent, I was very mindful of what they watched, what they listened to. This one time I bought my daughter, she must have been about, I don't know, 14, maybe 15, maybe even 13, but I bought her this CD. And I'm not going to say whose it was, but it was a female. And I went to because this is back when we bought CDs. I went to the music store and I bought it, and I gave it to her for her birthday. And after she opened it and started listening to it, I was reading the lyrics, and I was absolutely appalled. There was no rating on this CD or anything, and I mean, she was a child. I went back to the you know how they won't take them back after they're open, but I took it back to the music store and I raised hell because that should have been marked, parental advisory or mature or whatever, however they do it. But there was nothing, and the lyrics to this was just like off the charts. Nothing that a child should be listening to. And so I was always very careful to monitor stuff like that. Now, when your kids are teenagers and they're not at home, they're going to be out there doing whatever they're going to be doing. But when they're home and you do have a little bit of a say in what they do, not that you should try to control them and all of their likes and dislikes, but know where their head is, know what they're getting into. There's so much stuff out there now, and with social media being what it is, they can access anything. And that to me is very scary, because you want to make sure that they're accessing the appropriate things that are going to benefit them, not things that are going to be to their detriment. Sarah said, I like to say, I am here and now in this moment. That's good. And that always brings you back to the moment too, doesn't it, Sarah? Richard said, I like Alice Cooper, want to keep people as free thinkers. And hello, Marcia on Rumble. Nice to see you here, Marcia from Feng Shui Our Space. Feng Shui Your Space? Feng Shui Your Space, I believe. or maybe it's MySpace. Now I forget because I don't see her little icon, so I don't know. But Marsha Morse from the Feng Shui Lady. She is watching from Rumble. So hello, Marsha. I am happy to see you here. So it's important though, but that's all part of a healthy lifestyle, because when we talk about a healthy lifestyle, we talk about the things that we ingest, whether it be food, water, music, movies, because certain music sets a tone. It's got a vibration and an energy about it. And same thing with movies, right? So fill your mind with things that empower you. Fill your mind with things that make you feel good. And, if you have kids or grandkids or nieces and nephews, when people see you doing this, they're going to be like, wow, I'm going to do that too. Because we always follow someone's example like that. Not always, but a lot of people do. They don't want to pave the way themselves, but they look at what somebody else is doing. I see this with kids all the time. They see what one of them's doing, oh, I'm going to do that too. Even if it's something they don't want to do, they just want to do it because they want to copy the other person. So, keep those things to help you raise your vibration. Don't be ingesting that music and movies and stuff that's going to bring you down and lower your vibration. And you know it when you hear it. You know it when you see it because you feel it. And it resonates with you. It resonates deep within you. You know if this is for you or not. You always know because you can feel it. You just have to really trust that feeling. So it's almost the halfway point here. So I'm going to take a break for a message from my sponsor. My son, Tommy, and his wife, Megan, sponsored my show for my birthday this year. So they had Tiffany make up a little commercial with all my stuff, which is pretty awesome. So we're going to go ahead and Tiffany will play that now. Well, thank you so much. Isn't that beautiful? Tiffany did such a wonderful job. And speaking of a healthy lifestyle, I know we've talked about that a lot lately, but I've just been hearing so much more and more about how important a healthy lifestyle is and how important it is to know what you are eating. They are now making lab-grown meat, and from what I have read, it's going to be available to restaurants before it is available, in the grocery store. So you may want to know what you're eating if you go out and eat a lot. If you're a meat eater, and look up some information on that. Look up information about processed foods. Look up information about GMOs. Look up information about organic foods. We can educate ourselves so much. There's so much information out there. And but we just have to look for it. And it's everywhere. Now, of course, you do have to consider the source of your information. You know, Joe's Auto Shop is probably not going to post something that's, going to be maybe truthful about organic food versus GMOs. I don't know. But go to legitimate sources, right? Look up some holistic doctors, some wellness doctors. The information is out there if you want it. And a lot of times, we know what we should be doing food-wise, but we don't do it for whatever reason. Some people just feel like, well, I've been eating like this all my life and I'm still here. Or it's too much trouble. It's too much work to figure out what I should eat. But, here's the thing with that. It might take you a while to figure it out and to check ingredients on all of your foods. But once you do, and you have a list of the things that you know are healthy for you, it's not going to take you that long anymore. You might have to put a little bit of time into it initially, but then you won't have to anymore. And, instead of getting things that are already pre-made, try making them yourself. My grandma, and even my mom, I don't remember us eating, I don't even know if processed food was a big thing when I was a kid. But when we had mac and cheese for dinner, it wasn't out of a box. She bought macaroni, she boiled it. It contained cheese and milk, and she baked it in the oven, and it was creamy, and it was amazing. But people don't do that anymore. It seems like, anyway. But I guarantee you make homemade mac and cheese like that, and you give it to any child now, they're going to want the box stuff because they're going to think it tastes better. But I guess it's kind of like, a lot of it's what you were raised on and how you were raised. But I think it's amazing when you can, able to cook with ingredients to make, a great meal. And now a lot of times people can prep. They can food prep for the week. I'm sure you guys have seen information out there about that. So you spend a couple of hours doing that, and then you don't have to do it every single day. I think that's fantastic. So if anybody would like a message, I would be happy to do that. And Robert, you are first on my list, followed by Linnell, because Kim made a donation in your name, Linnell, for you to have a birthday message. So let's see. And Sarah said yes. When she says that about the moment, it brings her right back right away. That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. So let's see, Robert. Robert. What do we have for Robert? Oh, here we go. It says harmony. Okay, hold on here. Robert, okay, Veronica, Joyce, Kim, Marsha. I'm going to put Marsha down. Okay, it says harmony, Robert. I open myself to the divine being within me. I am the image of God. Thus, I have the power to bring light into my life. I turn any darkness in me into something beautiful. In the absence of resentment, anger, or doubt, I find harmony. Look at that, is absolutely beautiful. And harmony, that is a great state to be in, isn't it? When you're in harmony, everything is working together, right? And I feel like this is something that you strive for a lot and you work towards a lot. So open yourself more to that divine, that source, that creator, that beautiful, beautiful light that is within you. So keep opening up to that, Robert, because I think you will soon find that things are coming together a lot better and a lot faster than you have anticipated. But everything works in harmony together, and you have to be, like it says here, in the absence of resentment, anger, or doubt, I find harmony. So get rid of any doubts you might have. Just dismiss them right away. They don't even exist. You can overcome anything. Okay, Destiny, I've got you down too. And it's time to create, Robert. Time to create the life that you want. Time to create all of the new things that you want in your life. Manifest. Manifest, manifest, manifest. And get that crystal clear picture in your mind of exactly what you want, Robert. Exactly what you want. And put those thoughts out there. Imagine your life as if you already created that, right? Maybe it's a relationship. So start feeling those feelings that you would have if you were already there. You really put everything into it. Your thoughts, your emotions, all of it. And things are going to manifest for you quicker than you feel like they are. Okay. I hope that resonates with you, Robert. And Linnell. Let's see what we have for the birthday girl. Linnell. It says, I am light. I always have hope. No matter the ordeal, I have faith in a better future. I turn darkness into light. I open my heart to others and to God, and am spiritually strong. I draw light to me and shine with all my being. That is beautiful. And you are light, Linnell, and you shine very brightly. And when you do, you attract that bright light from others. So all those that are shining their light like you are drawn to you naturally. So keep doing that and shine that light in any dark corners that you may find within yourself or in your life, because that light makes a difference. And the other card I got for you is stay. And I feel like as soon as this card came up, I just felt like there wasn't much for me to say about it, that you would interpret it your way to how you felt it was intended. So happy birthday, Linnell. And I'm happy that you joined us tonight. Richard said he does that. He does the his dinners for work. He does them for a week at a time. That's awesome. Food prep, that's what it's called. Yep. That's awesome. And then you get a good meal every night, right, Richard? Without having to spend lots of time. That's the one drawback that I find myself is it takes a lot more time when you just prepare your food fresh. Even just like, creating a salad. It takes more time to do that. It's a lot easier to just pull out something frozen, but take the time, because you're worth it. One way I look at it is, I used to take care of my mom, and she could ask me to do anything for her, and I would. I mean, it could be like 11 o'clock at night, and if she said, Ruth, would you go make me a pot of homemade soup? I would have done it for her. And I think to myself, if I was willing to do that for my mom, why wouldn't I be willing to do something like that for me? So anytime I start to feel like, oh, I'm not going to that trouble for myself, I hear that thought, would you do it for your mom? If your answer is yes, Ruth, you need to go do it for yourself, because you're every bit as worthy as she is. But sometimes we feel like we don't want to go to the trouble. It's just us. Well, we are someone special. We are someone unique and beautiful. And we need to do those things for ourselves and not feel like it's, it's difficult, or we should be happy to do things, wonderful things for ourselves that make us feel better. Hello, Melissa. Melissa Parks. She has an amazing show on Fridays at 8 p.m. And that would be Joyful Findings. So I hope you will tune in for that. And also on Sundays, there's this really awesome show at 8 p.m. It is called Spiritual Insight, and it is hosted by the wonderful Tiffany White Sage Woman. Tiffany's show is amazing. You guys should watch that. She always has like really cool information on her show. And when I first started watching her show, like every time I would get done watching it, I'd have a headache. Now this is not like something bad. This is a compliment, because she would come up with something on her show like that I'd never heard before. And I was like, whoa, my brain is stretching. I got this new idea. And then, after I would think about it and stuff, my head didn't hurt anymore. But it's like that when we get new ideas that we haven't been presented with before, or we see them from a different view. Sometimes it takes us a minute to wrap our head around it. And that's one thing I love, because it's very challenging. So thank you for that, Tiffany. But yes, always learn some great information on that show, as well as all of them. So don't get me wrong. Okay, Veronica, what do we have for you? Ooh, Serenity. I'll show you the card and then I'll read it for you. Through love, release, and inner work. Through love, release, and inner work, I know peace. I have a gentle view of life and welcome every step with confidence. I remain brave in the face of fear and have the wisdom to let the universe do its work. Oh, Veronica, that is beautiful. I love that. And you do have a lot of wisdom, and you know a lot of stuff, and you connect very well with the universe. You connect very well with nature, and you connect well with people that are no longer here. And I feel like a lot of the information that comes to you does give you a great deal of peace of mind. And just be excited, because every step you take, is a step further than you've been. So keep moving, keep evolving, keep growing, and stay in that very peaceful place, because the more stuff that you let go of, the more peace you're going to experience. I hope that resonates with you, Veronica. Joyce. Joyce. Positive thinking, Joyce. Positive thinking. And it says, my life is full of small patches of light. I direct my thoughts to that which brings me well-being. I place what is waiting for me into the hands of the universe. Little by little, the light awakens in my being, and I find serenity. Joyce said, the saying on my tea bag just said, your potential self is unlimited. Oh, that's beautiful. So focus more on, which I feel like this is what you're doing, focusing more on the positive things in your life and putting most of your thoughts there with the positive, which is going to create more positive things in your life. And little by little and step by step, every little bit of healing that you do gets you closer to that peace of mind, to that place of finding serenity, and a place where you will you can stay in that space of serenity and peacefulness. Just keep thinking positive, keep moving forward, and keep doing all of that healing. Yes, my dog has lots of messages for everyone. Veronica said, thank you. And yes, feeling very serene right now. Hugs and kisses. Thanks to the puppy for its message as well. Oh, the puppy, you would think she was a puppy. She's like, I want to say like 9 years old. But we do have a puppy too. We won't talk about that though. We will not talk about that. Okay, Kim. Kim. Oh, Divine Light. And this is your card, Kim. And it says, I am an expression of love and I shine like the sun. My inner light is my strength and my treasure. My intuition guides me to discover the wonder and goodness of who I am. Yes. And keep letting your intuition guide you, because you know it's never going to direct you in the wrong direction. But you are a beautiful expression of love. And I like that. I shine like the sun. You know how amazing and bright the sun is, right? But that is the same light that is in you. It is that bright. It is that bold. It is that wonderful. So keep tapping into that. Keep tapping into that, because it does give you strength and it does give you courage and it does help you find your way. Oh, I've got Marcia down. Joy said, thank you. So fitting for what I've been manifesting. Hello, beautiful Carol Ann. Carol Ann show is on tomorrow night. And Carol Ann gives messages. Usual, sometimes she does something a little bit different, but she can contact your loved ones that have passed. So tune into her show in the Psychic Flow tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Oh, and she has a special guest, Kelly Jo Psychic. Ooh, that's exciting. Oh, that's exciting. So you guys tune into her show tomorrow night. Okay, Kim. I've got Kim. Okay, I got to hustle now. Sarah. Ooh, that one kind of flew out. Oh, I like this. Faith. Sarah, Faith. And it says, I am confident I will achieve my goals. I live in the present. Oh, look at that. And have faith in the future. I firmly believe in my value within the universe. Oh, thank you, Carol Ann. I appreciate that. Continue to be confident, Sarah. I love this. I live in the present and have faith in the future. And you get to create that future, right? You get to manifest whatever it is that you want. And keep doing things to help build, how do I word this? Continue to do things to reiterate your belief in the value that you have within the universe. Continue to see more things in yourself to value. Because if we don't value ourselves, other people don't value us either, because we teach them that, right? We teach them how to treat us by what we are willing to accept and what we're not willing to accept. So I hope that resonates with you. And Marcia over on Rumble. Positive action, Marcia. Positive action. It says, I focus on the beauty in me and I find silence. I live and honor the present by doing what I can do now. What I cannot change, I let go of and entrust to God. That is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So focus on that beautiful bright light that is within you, Marsha, because that is going to be where you find your solitude and you're going to find your answers. I live and honor the present by doing what I can do now. That is awesome. Living in the present. That's something that we've been talking a little bit about. We can't live in the past because that's just a memory. We can't live in the future. Right now is what we have. So do what you can now and continue to do that. And what you can't deal with or you don't want to deal with, heal it and let it go. Things that you don't want to keep in your energetic field, let's say. If it's something that you are unable to change for whatever reason, something you have no control over, let it go and entrust it to God, entrust it to Source, entrust it to the universe, because it will be taken care of. Richard. Let's see what we have for Richard. Awesome, Sarah. Sarah said, thank you. Spot on. Great message. Okay. Hello, Kim. Okay, Richard. Goodness. Goodness, Richard. I refine my character and overcome difficulties by remaining positive. I calm my heart and illuminate my intellect to transform shadow into light. I consciously manifest goodness in and around me. I improve my qualities for the benefit of all. And that's something that's very true, because the more you improve on yourself and you share that with the world, and that's the energy that goes out, then it doesn't only just benefit you, right? It benefits everyone that is around you. So continue to refine your character, Richard. Continue to overcome any difficulties or roadblocks that you may see or obstacles. A lot of times those things are things that we've created for ourselves on our own path, just out of fear or apprehension. So just be mindful of that, Richard, because I feel like you are just growing by leaps and bounds and just doing an amazing, amazing job. Anita. See what we have for Anita. Oh, I already got Marsha. Okay, cross that one off. Anita. Oh, I like that too, Carol Ann. It's nice, huh? Okay, Anita. It says release. I stop fighting my fears and the hardships of life. I control my thoughts, live in the present moment, and accept each stage of life. I work on what I have power over and put into God's hands what I can't change. I trust that everything will work out for the best. And I love this. I love what it says here. I live in the present moment and accept each stage of life. And our lives do go through different stages, don't they? But each stage that we transition into can be much better than the one previous, right? It doesn't matter what our situation is as far as finances, age, where we live. That doesn't matter. What matters is what we put into it, what we focus on, and how much we appreciate what we have, and we're grateful for it. And you do have a lot of trust and faith and confidence in God. And when things get a little maybe weary or concerning for you, you put your trust there. And you know that everything will work out exactly the way it is supposed to. So keep on doing that. That is amazing. Destiny. Faithfulness, Destiny. Faithfulness. And it says, I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted to the needs of my soul. I trust in myself, in God, and the universe. So, Destiny, I feel like you do have a lot of faith. I feel like you need to have more faith and trust in yourself, though. I feel like you need to go within a little bit more. Find out what makes Destiny tick. And I think you're going to discover some really amazing new things about yourself. So trust in that. Continue to, have faith in God. Know that the universe is working in your favor. But I feel like there's something maybe missing. It says, I am devoted to the needs of my soul. See what it is. Go inside. Go within. See what it is that you really, really desire and need that you might not even realize and be giving to yourself right now. Because I feel like there is something missing and you're just about to find out what it is. Destiny said, yes, I do. Anita said, I love that message. So much truth in those words and wonderful guidance there. Thank you. You are so welcome, Anita. So welcome. Anita. Okay. Let's see. Melissa. The voice of the heart. I love that pretty picture. You are very welcome, Destiny. I silence the fear in me and discover the voice in my heart. The fruit of these words guides me. I trust the song of my soul. My intuition leads me on the path of light. And I love that picture because, one of the things that you always say, Melissa, as we are, how is it? I am love, you are love, we are love, I believe. That's what I thought of when I saw the hearts. But you just, radiate that love and that light. So let that continue to guide you. Let that continue to guide you because you are helping so many people right now, helping them to heal, helping them to find their light. And sometimes it's just helping them to get through another day because some people are struggling right now. A lot of people are. So keep doing what you do, Melissa, in the way that only you can. Okay, Carol Ann. What do we have for Carol Ann? Courage, Carol Ann. Look at that. Aw, thank you, Carol Ann. You are so kind. Thank you so much, Mary. You are so kind as well. It says, I am stronger than fear and bigger than doubt. I am light and I remain light. I trust in God and stand tall before the tests of life. I grow and become wiser through every challenge. I am a being of new life. Look at you, Carol Ann. You go. You go, Carol Ann. You go. So that is absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to pull a card real quick for Kim Ockman. And it says, attention, Kim. And I'm going to read it to you, and I will let you interpret it for yourself. And how, you know what's going on in your life and everything. So I am attentive to all that manifests within me. When negativity rises within me, I transform it into light, love, and hope. My love for others is unconditional. I forgive. My desire to improve is constant. I am firm, brave, and hard working. So I hope that message resonates for you, Kim. We are out of time, or I would elaborate on it. Thank you all so much for being here. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you could join us Saturday for the Spiritual Message Circle, and I will see you back here next week. Everyone have a wonderful week. I love you all. Good night.